The cold open narrator. If you saw a wolf entering a sheepfold wearing a collar, would you scream? Or would you stay quiet because you didn't want to ruin the Sunday service? Betty is holding the whistle. But if she blows it, she loses her community. If she doesn't, she loses her soul. Narrator. Welcome back to Judgment Day Stories, where we pause, reflect, and remind ourselves what's right, what's wrong, and why it matters. Act 1. The Illusion Narrator. Meet Betty, the pillar of the community, a retired librarian. She's spent 30 years building a life of quiet dignity in her small-town church. To Betty, the church isn't just a building, it's her armor. Narrator. Everything was stable, until the announcement. A new minister was being transferred in to lead the flock. Minister Thomas. A man with a glowing resume and a silver tongue. The congregation was thrilled. But when Betty saw his face, the armor shattered. Act 2. The Leak Narrator. This isn't a he said, she said misunderstanding. This is a receipt written in the scars of a young girl from another town, 20 years ago. Narrator. Betty remembers the extra lessons in the parsonage. She remembers the way he used scripture to silence her. She remembers the day her family moved away, and the secret stayed buried in the soil of her old life. Narrator. Now, she watches him shake hands with young mothers. She sees him patting the heads of children in the front row. The receipt is the look in his eyes when he finally recognized her, the cold, silent plea for her to keep the secret. He isn't asking for forgiveness. He's counting on her fear. Act 3. The Autopsy Narrator. Why does Betty hesitate? We call it the pillar of social suicide. Narrator. Betty knows how this works. If she speaks, she's the one who brought drama to the house of God. She's the one attacking. A man of the cloth. People love the comfort of a lie more than the weight of a messy truth. Narrator. She justifies her silence by saying she wants to protect the peace. But that's a collapse of integrity. By protecting the church's reputation, she is subsidizing a predator's next move. She is choosing the comfort of the crowd over the safety of the vulnerable. Integrity isn't keeping the peace. It's doing what is right when the peace is a lie. Act 4. The Verdict Narrator. Betty is sitting in the third row. The sermon is about new beginnings. But for Betty, it's a reckoning. Every second she stays silent, she becomes his accomplice. Narrator. The minister isn't the only one on trial here. Betty's character is on the table. She has the evidence of a monster. To hide it is to feed it. The Call to Judgment CTA Narrator. We've laid out the receipts. The evidence is clear. Now, the floor is yours. In this case, is this a mistake? Or is this a choice? Tell us, what would you do if today was your judgment day? In the comments, we're reading every single one.